A couple months ago, they had a robbery in Tobago. Let me tell you what's going on. They had a robbery in Tobago. What was that about the jewelry robbery? Caribbean Jewelers. That was on a... Yeah, that was on 14th of August. Watch him. Right? So, ladies and gentlemen, we have one by a gravesite. We have that photograph. Right, hold on. Right, come back to me. So, ladies and gentlemen, that happened on the 14th of August in Tobago. So, I sat down and I watched that video. But I watched that video and I watched it well. And I realized, I said, wait. You know his brother was going, his twins, right? Yeah. And his brother was killed. And he went with the same sneakers by the brother grave. Same sneakers, same watch. I say right. I ain't rile up. I ain't rile up at all. I ain't rile up. I started putting it together. And ladies and gentlemen, when I started putting it together, I started track them. I started monitor the movements. I watched back the video. I started add it up. I started put it up. I threw out the video and I started gathering information. Seeing that it happened in Tobago, I call Inspector Barrett. Barrett knows everything was going on in Tobago. This guy, Sunil Barrett, an amazing guy. If a pin drop in Tobago, Sunil Barrett will know, Inspector Sunil Barrett. And Barrett know, when I tell you, I have information, I tell you, because then, he's now ASP. ASP Barrett, sorry. But you won't blow him out for that, I'm a friend. You're not going to make a mistake, but I like to address people by the title. And I always tell you, no matter how much friends we might be, linemen or so. Of course, when we linemen is Sunil, but publicly, know your role. ASP Barrett. All right? Because I always believe familiarity breeds contempt. But nevertheless, I call Barrett. I say Barrett because Barrett knows all the information I have it. I say, Barrett, let me tell you something. You see that robbery in Tobago in August? I know who do it. He said, what? I say, I know who do it. And I start to send him images and pictures and tell him who died and who this and who that. Yeah, in Tobago. And we started to send him images, and I'm showing you the images now. I started to send him images. We started to send him images about the robbery in Tobago. Started to send him. And ladies and gentlemen, I want you to know, and this is not nobody ranking. I can tell you why the man even went by the grave. His brother died and he had on the same shoes, like he don't change his shoes or kind of thing, same watch and everything. But nevertheless, we started to gather information. And because of our intelligence and because of ASP Barrett dealing with the information, and he's a trusted guy, ASP Barrett is a trusted guy, someone who I trust. And I tell you, only on my right hand, I can tell you all there are people who I really trust in this service, like Smith and Barrett and them. And I tell you this, just to let you know, and to let Tobagonians know, a man has been charged in connection with the armed robbery now at the jewel store at Lowlands, Tobago on Wednesday, the 14th of August, 2024, that took place. The accused has been identified as 21-year-old Kino Caldera of San Souci Bay, Trinidad. On Monday, 11th of November 2024, Caldero appeared before Master De Silva, charged with robbery aggravation, and he was granted bail in the sum of $250,000 with a surety of cash alternatives of $25,000. Additionally, the court imposed a night curfew on Caldero, restricting his movement from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. in connection with the robbery. And we passed it on to Barrett, and Barrett did his homework. And ladies and gentlemen, just to let you know, the Caribbean robbery, the Caribbean jewelers, ladies and gentlemen, the suspect was held. Because I will tell you this, avid viewers will tell you, the day I posted that robbery, and I told you, I showed a picture with this man, and I showed a picture by the gravesite, and I explained to you what that person was doing there. People were shocked, and I said, let sleeping dogs lie. Let them lie. But shame on you. Caldero, shame on you. I'll tell you why. You're a young guy. You're a young guy. And it's terrible. It is terrible that you are doing this. It is terrible. It is terrible that I let 21-year-old boy like you put it on that kind of robbery. Armed robbery like that. Persons were beaten badly. But let Tobago know, ladies and gentlemen, that as much as we care about, that crime much cares about Trinidad, we care about Tobago too, because one love. And I want to say, speaking about one love, special hello to the health secretary, am I right? Special hello to her, to the health secretary. I missed the carnival. So ladies and gentlemen, that is what you call performance without a pill. That robbery that took place in Tobago was serious. And we were the first set of people that got information about that. And that is when we started to put it together. And people who religiously watch my show will tell you, the day I put up that picture by that man on the grave, everybody realized heads started to roll. Heads started to roll. But it's just unfortunate. This man needs to find Jesus. And he needs to change his life and do what is right. You need to do what is right. You're too young to have that kind of thing.